Can't see a single good option here.
What about that, sir?
Yeah.
You there?
Nah. You have to try.
I hope it's not too...
If so, let's give it a shot.
Closure.
Excuse me.
How much?
I highly doubt that was a discount.
You.
Remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My sources suggest you and Grius were... what? We're working together. How did you know that? I own a magic igniter shop. And I do have some sway with the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry. I've no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me?
What?
What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say? I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have skill and discretion required. However, perhaps I'd better look elsewhere. You realize how young you were on first glance. I prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't put your death on my conscience.
Yes.
That's for the best. Not interested in sending a child off to get killed.
What on earth are you doing?
Debating talking to you. I'm not gonna talk to you yet. You are. Of course.
Thank you so very much.
Hey, no.
You there?
Always happy to help, sir. Ignore my voice being the way it is.
All right.
Ignore that.
The Royal Guard is heading out.
Okay, let's go.
Got it.
What do you think? Then...
Where to?
okay?
What? I did not look.
This is...
Is that the Royal Scepter Chamber? Yes, the seal on the door's been broken. Well then.
The Royal Scepter! Has he truly taken it? How could he have dispelled those wards alone? No. Even if he has it, we've seen no signs of escape. Were the Scepter his only target, he'd not have stayed within.
Where'd he go? No one's seen him, so he must still be close by.
That's the only other way out, right?
Yeah.
If he's gone ahead, he could only be on the roof. But what could he seek there?
Yeah, I
There's
know
more
a
to
few
his
things
plan than
that he could be
stealing the
seeking.
scepter. Probably that day of calamity he's been raving about. He said we had until the morning is over? We must stop him!
Yes. Kitty! Actually, talking to you real quick, little plateau. I am just going to say... Thanks,
Yep.
plateau. let's finish this. You're having fun with that, aren't you?
This is the royal scepter, is it? Divine relic, progenitor of all igniters. Now I need only keep it safe until the handover.
Trespasser. The faith of the people doth not lie with thee. Thou art unworthy of the crown's authority.
Bye.
Until a worthy successor rises, I shall keep the scepter. Only one may wield the magic of kings, the true protector of the people.
There you have it. The king will only forfeit the royal scepter to a people's champion. So, no risk of it falling into someone else's hands for now. Meaning Lord Luis's victory is assured. All that remains is my glorious calamity. Oh, how they will cry when the swell of Magla bursts. How they will beg and crawl and plead for Lord Luis's salvation. There you are.
Where is the royal scepter?
The fallen king protects it. The scepter is beyond us all. For the time being, that is. Now, if you're finished, be gone from my sight. I'll not harm you either. Even I have some sympathy for fools. Oh, we'll see ourselves out. Once we knock Luis's whereabouts out of you. I'm sorry. Do you actually think you can stop me?
Let's find out.
Why don't we find out?
I see now! No wonder I couldn't understand your actions. They're baseless, utterly unfounded.
Madness ill becomes you, Zorba.
You again. What would you know of it? I know no lady knights. Wait! A knight with blood-red tresses. Don't tell me you're the buffoon who failed to protect the prince.
Judgments mean nothing from a man who sullies the dead. You've fallen far yourself.
Perhaps I am unworthy of the royal scepter, but I can still bring change to this world. I can still teach them true fear.
You'll find that hard to do from a dungeon, blackguard. The time has come for you to face justice.
You, knight, have no idea what real justice is. And that mistake will cost you your life. Rejoice, rats! That willless assassin is dead, but I shall gladly send you to join him! Now die! Lord Luis's destined kingdom will be built atop your bones! What destined kingdom? Tell us where Luis has gone, or we'll tear the words from you!
For all the innocent lives you played for pawns, I shall make you pay!
We don't stop him, there's no telling how much he'll destroy.
Light!
You'll die soon enough.
The power of fire!
Okay, resist
Sworn
that.
oath of knighthood. Huh, take this!
I've bodies to spare!
So he has the power to control the
Oh,
dead?
please!
Come forth, royal soul! Flare!
You hit their weakness!
Cease your
That's
pointless
your opening,
struggling!
Captain!
I shall vanquish evil!
You hit their weak point! Keep it
You'll
up
die soon enough.
Huh, right there! Still standing, I see!
I will fight with pride! Healer!
You're fools to defy Lord Luis!
This should do it!
You'll die soon enough.
To the rear guard, knight! I stand waiting.
I pull your strings!
This is nothing.
I won't hold back!
Okay, this
You're
is sad.
fools to defy Lord Luis. Are you prepared?
You hit your weak point. Keep it up,
I've
troll.
sworn oath of knighthood. Let justice prevail!
You'll die
Come
soon
forth,
enough.
royal soul! Light!
Fools!
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
I've bodies to spare.
Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Take this! Cease your pointless struggling.
Strike me if you dare!
The power, Vitus power! Flare!
You hit their weakness.
You're fools
That's
to
your
defy
opening,
Lord
Captain.
Luis. You should do it! Now dance for me!
This is nothing. Only a flesh wound.
Now dance for me!
Come! I stand waiting.
The power of healing. Light!
You'll die soon enough. Burn to ash! Cease your pointless
Not
struggling.
break my defenses.
I pull your strings!
Come
Okay.
forth, royal soul!
Let's
healing
heal.
I'm obliged.
I owe you. I
You'll
shall
die
vanquish
soon
evil.
enough.
The power of fire!
Hit this one.
You're fools
With
to defy
blade in
Lord
hand.
Luis.
The power, I won't hold back!
I've bodies to spare.
Is that all?
No holding back! Burn to ash!
You hit their weak point.
I
Keep it up,
stand
troll.
ready. Knight!
Let's do this.
Let's stay calm. Vitus power! Flare!
Cease your
Are you
pointless
prepared?
struggling.
The power of fire!
You'll die soon enough.
Huh, take this!
Now dance for me!
This is nothing.
Now dance for me!
Come forth, royal soul!
Thank you.
My thanks. I shall fight as the mage! Burn to ash!
Is everyone all right? Let justice prevail!
Cease your pointless struggling. I pull your strings.
Mage! The power of fire!
You hit their weak point. Keep
You're
it up,
fools to defy Lord Luis.
I will...
Twas neat.
I owe you. I can't. I shall vanquish evil.
I stand right there!
I've bodies to spare.
This is nothing.
Healer! Light!
Mage! Burn to ash!
You hit their weak point. Keep it
You'll
up,
die
troll.
soon enough.
For all that we strive for!
The power of healing. This should work.
Thank you.
Now dance for me!
Only a flesh wound.
Now dance for me!
Are you prepared? The power of fire!
Hit their weak point. Keep
Is
it up,
everyone all
troll.
right? Let justice prevail!
Let's take healer!
Now, what's the no holding back! Burn to ash!
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Huh! Take this!
I pull your strings!
Only a flesh wound.
Let's go! Flare!
You're
Mage.
fools to defy Lord
The power of
Luis!
fire!
Cease your
Power
pointless
of
struggling.
heroes!
You're fools to defy Lord
This'll do
Luis!
Twas needed.
Die!
Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Die!
This is nothing.
Mage! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep
I
it up,
stand.
troll.
Come! Strike me if you dare!
The power, come forth, royal soul! Light!
Cease
Mage.
your pointless struggling!
The power of fire!
Observe the enemy. Ah!
Die!
Ah!
I've bodies to spare!
By this power!
Who needs it? I shall vanquish evil! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep
Is
it
everyone
up,
all right?
troll.
Let justice prevail!
The power, come forth, royal soul!
I can't afford Mage! The power of fire!
You'll die soon enough.
I've just the thing.
That helped.
My thanks!
I pull your strings!
Is that all? Ah!
Flare!
Now, I call upon royal power within!
I stand. Come!
Cease your pointless
By
struggling!
this power! Hold on. This should work.
I'm obliged.
I've bodies to spare!
This is nothing. Ah!
No holding back! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, troll.
You're
won't hold
fools
back.
to defy Lord
Light.
Luis!
I
Cease
call
your
upon
pointless
royal power
struggling.
within!
I stand ready. I shall defend.
Now dance for me! Now dance for me!
Let's go! Flare!
Mage! The power of fire!
By the sworn oath, let justice prevail.
You're fools to defy Lord Luis!
Take it!
Thank you.
I pull your strings!
Ah! Only a flesh wound.
No holding back! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up,
Knight!
troll.
I stand waiting.
It's okay. Healer!
You'll die
Mage.
soon enough.
The power of fire!
Is everyone all right? Here!
I've bodies to spare!
Is that all?
Vitus power!
Cease your
I call
pointless
upon royal
struggling.
power within! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Is that all?
The light!
Now dance for me!
Is that all?
Now dance for me!
Are you prepared? The power of fire!
You're fools to
Let
defy
justice
Lord
prevail!
Luis. You'll die soon
Vitus
enough.
power! Flare!
Cease your pointless struggling.
This should work.
Twas needed.
I pull your strings!
This is nothing. Oh, power of heroes!
I won't hold back!
Still up?
I call upon royal power within! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up,
Sworn
Stroll.
oath of knighthood. This should help.
Now dance for me!
This is nothing.
Die!
Only a flesh wound.
Healer! Light! Still here?
Lord Luis!
I'll save this. Are you prepared? The power of fire!
Is everyone all right? For all that we strive for! I stand waiting.
Lord
Let's go.
Luis!
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
I've bodies to spare!
Mage! Burn to ash!
Hit their weak point. Keep
I
it up,
stand
Stroll.
knight! Is that all?
Lord
Healer!
Luis!
Flare! A tough one!
I shall fight as the noble mage! The power of fire!
Lord Luis!
There!
Now dance for me!
Only a flesh
I did
wound.
it, nerdy.
Now dance for me!
Healer! Light! Still here?
Mage! Burn to ash!
Lord
Knight!
Luis!
Not this one. Right there! Worthy foe after all.
So Vitus power! A tough one!
I pull your strings!
I call upon royal power within!
Hit their weak point. Keep it
Lord
up, Stroll.
Luis!
Here!
I'm come forth, royal soul! Flare!
Still up?
Lord Luis!
Ah! The power of fire! Not done yet.
Now dance for me!
Ah!
Oh, ride in torment!
Ugh.
Let justice prevail! Huh, take this! Still standing, I see.
Light!
Impossible!
Finally!
This can't be happening! Lord Luis!
My God, that took forever.
Not bad, if I say so myself. I admit, it feels good to get...
I continue to grow.
Right. I could get used to this.
That took so long.
You have desecrated the cathedral. You have plundered graves. You have taken innocent lives. Stand, fiend, and face your sentence.
Don't kill him yet! He needs to tell us where Luis is!
You'll get nothing from me. Just end it and be done.
You know Luis won't return that loyalty. Once you outlive your usefulness, he'll cast you aside.
Lord Luis is everything to me. How could I expect the damned Clamar to understand what it's like? You must know. Surely an elder like you must know what it's like. To be an outcast, to be every fool's scapegoat. They call us lesser tribes. They loathe us. Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing, when every day they cheat and abuse us. Do you think I didn't believe once? That I never dared to hope my efforts made me equal? Then I heard exactly what they think of us. The lessers are expendable. Send them to the fore, and they shall be our living shields. They doomed us, and laughed as we died.
But these atrocities make you no better than your oppressors.
You know, it's a curious thing. They say Magla is born from pain and negative emotions. Magic is a dangerous art, isn't it? I had thought to gather an unstoppable swell of Magla, but it doesn't matter anymore. Those lordly pigs can drown in their own dread. Sanctism cannot save this world. If we are to be ruled by a god, then let it be Lord Luis!
Okay then.
What did you just do?
I know exactly what you just did.
Everything I've been building my Magla for! A little early, perhaps. But now, you can experience my glorious day of calamity!
Hey! Tell us where Luis is!
Ah, my lord, Luis.
And down he goes.
Damn it! What's happening? This feels like... It's a human! The human lives!
It was a necromancer building up magma. It's to be expected that he was doing that.
Wait, is it that monstrosity Luis brought to the funeral? It wasn't dead?
It was.
That was Zorba's gift, wasn't it? Animation. Reanimation.
Mm-hmm. The humans wreaking havoc.
Did he sacrifice his own life to... No. If that monster breaches the city...
We have to help.
We have to get down there and help.
The place is collapsing! Hurry!
Uh-oh. Well, took down the necromancer.
Look.
Hurry!
Is all well? On guard!
Okay, off we go.
How can this be? Was this creature's rebirth Zorba's plan all along?
Yes.
If it escapes, if it makes it to the city,
It spotted us!
Okay. This does not look like the human it did before.
His Highness's home must still stand when he returns. I will end this here!
Another city in ruins. Never again. It dies or I do.
Ah, Steve-a!
Coming!
It
Look at
looks
the size of
much
that
different than the human that was
It
here
would be
before.
catastrophic if it breached the city. We must stop it.
But how are we supposed to kill something this huge?
Look there. That can be little else but the heart. Surely to strike there would give it pause.
But it's too high up for our weapons to reach. Do we use magic?
A
Probably.
viable plan. Yet surely if we can knock the creature down first, its heart will be close enough to strike with steel.
Then we bludgeon the torso. Knock the wind out of it. Hard to miss a target that size, at least.
Start by attacking the body.
One eternity later.
Roll her
Okay,
back.
please.
Anyone get on healing duty?
Fucker. We won! We outlasted!
That'll do.
We outlasted it! Let's go!
I admit, it feels good to get.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
We outlasted the fucker! Let's go!
Finally, it's over.
You have my sincerest thanks.
Oh, my
You risked your
room, and
life
then
to
this
protect
that's
the
going
capital.
so quick!
We barely protected anything. The royal capital's in chaos, and Grius was one of us. And now he's gone.
I'll be okay.
Stroll?
On the morning of the funeral, I promised Maria that we'd all be back that evening. Break bread together again. I fought with everything I had, but it doesn't erase the past. It's a hard lesson, but one so obvious, I only wish I'd learned it sooner. What can I begin to tell Maria?
There's no easy
There's
answer.
no easy answer.
I hate how powerless I am. I should never have made a promise I couldn't keep.
That's one thing I never tell.
Listen, Stroll. Alcest made his choice. To live and die for his country. If not for him, his highness would not be alive now. And I'd not have met you or learned the truth myself. He and everyone else that fell here did not die in vain. And you have not fought in vain either.
She is correct.
There! It's them!
Hello, my dears.
Thank you so much. I thought I'd never see my family again. I'll never take my life for granted again. It's all thanks to you.
No worries.
No, we didn't do much.
May the teachings guide and protect you. Closure.
So you're the ones who put a stop to that madman's scheme, and killed the human besides. Now the soldiers might rest in peace. Seeing
Okay.
that there are others who can take those monsters down, it means we don't have to rely on Luis. It gives us hope.
I just barely
Thank you.
know what you're talking about.
To think there were
I just
people
barely
watching
took that
us
down.
without
I didn't know
knowing.
its weakness.
Hope, eh?
I knew the weakness of
Feels
everything
like
but
it's
the
been
heart.
hard to come by lately.
'Tis a thing easily promised and hard won. But once you have it, it pushes you onward. So long as you let it.
Correct.
Yes. You're right.
Woohoo! I finished!
It's a shame we couldn't get anything out of Zorba.
We still need to kill Luis, or the prince's curse will never be lifted. If not even Grius could do it, what chance do we have?
Make it so he's
Do you
not.
recall, just before
not
Luis
to be
would have
able-
been struck, he was shielded
Honestly?
by some manner of magic.
Are you saying it would happen again?
Mm-hmm.
That Luis would be impervious to our attack?
He would. The best course of action is to make it so he is no longer a candidate. Make it so he is the least likely. We have to make it so that he is not someone that is on the coronation stone. That is the best way that we can do it. Make it so he is not protected by the king's magic. Otherwise, the same thing that happened to Grievous is going to happen to us. So...
What? That's ridiculous!
Well, we'll get nowhere with idle guesses. To test the theory, we have to find him.
I'll
I
see if
want
my
my dad.
contacts in the guard have any threads to pursue.
Whoa, that'd be great. The Knights are bound to have more reach than us. And we don't have much to go on otherwise.
But under the circumstances, I expect their forces to be in considerable disarray for a while yet. Don't expect too much.
Of course.
I've my own matters to attend to. If I floundered this much against Zorba, I'll not stand a chance against Luis. We have to get stronger.
Yes, we do.
Well, until we've got a lead on Luis, let's make sure we use our time wisely. Okay?
Let's rest up now.
Let's rest up for now.
Certainly. Rest is just as important as training, after all.
Yeah, like,
In
those
any
are
case,
the things are
let's
important.
head back to the inn.
Rest, please.
I want to check on Maria too.
Yes, let me go check on the child. Demo, I was never able to go check on her. Let me go check on her,
Your
please.
attention, please, ladies
Oh, God.
and gents. We've all seen the royal palace up in the sky, plus a massive magical rock. Apparently, all very shocking. I'm positively staggered. Moving on. The bit that gets me is all this talk of the next king. Word is they'll be chosen based on the people's will. Everyone gets a say. But right now, I suppose we ought to talk about all those other faces up on the rock, hadn't we?
Oh, I was wondering about those.
Now, the Sanctus Church has looked into it, and it seems like size matters. More public support, bigger face on the rock, etc. Looks like we've got Sanctifex Forden in the lead, and Count Luis hot on his trail.
Well, naturally, Sanctifex Forden is at the top. The real surprise is how anyone else is that close behind him.
Oh, come off it, Count Luis. He's a man's man, a real pillar of strength.
8% he's going to use a human to kill you all.
Grand Cathedral?
Hold your horses now, everyone. Just calm down.
Nah, that thing is right. Have you not heard about what fucking happened? It was Luis's men.
Pieces in play here. Take a look. Anyone who gets the people's support might be crowned. Anyone. Well, you could do it. Well, I could do it if I liked. Looks like we've quite a few new aspirants up there. All bright-eyed and ambitious monarchs to be. Had I a seat, I'd be on the edge of it.
Hold on, aren't you a town crier for the church? They're not going to like you going on about all these other faces.
Oh, please. The Sanctifex's lead isn't so fragile that I could jeopardize it. Besides, a good race would be some terrific entertainment, eh? Keep your eyes up and your ears open, ladies and gents. Albus Batlin, the crier, is going to have all the latest on these promising candidates.
Okay, then. Hello,
Welcome
Fabian.
back. I've heard the news. You took down those dastards under Luis's command, did you?
Yeah. News travels fast, I see.
News travels fast, I see.
Well, just the nature of the inn, isn't it? Information is our lifeblood. I hope this helps him rest in peace.
Hopefully.
I will see his dreams fulfilled. I promise you that.
How's Maria holding up?
Still cooped up in her room. She's not eaten a thing.
May I go see her?
The city sure isn't astir. I thought it might be news of defeating the human. But there's more to it than that.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king. Candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
Speaking of which, I've actually heard another rumor. They say Sanctifex Forden is planning some sort of grand announcement.
Oh, no.
Word among the Sanctus Church is that it's bound to bring Luis out of hiding.
Oh.
Really? That'd be great if it's true.
The announcement is supposedly on the 22nd. They'd not be talking about such an exact date if there weren't some truth to it.
We'd best wait before we plan our next move, then. Might not have much of a choice, in truth.
We have time to rest before then, though. Oh no. Senate Council Chamber. Hello, all.
We have waited long enough to rule this land.
Scheming king. What sort of man has a contingency plan for his own death?
That face in the sky, is that really the king?
We didn't listen to some blasted rock. Name the new king under our authority and be done with it.
The populace would reject it outright. As it is so clearly born from the king's magic, they trust this decree as the king's own.
I'm sorry, the eye for that one is distracting me.
Tried to claim Luis's head, I saw some strange magic foil his killing blow. Is that also the king's doing?
Is that not why we sent for that professed curse-breaker scholar or some such? Send her in, and let us hear her findings.
Hello.
'Tis an honor, esteemed nobles. I am Rella Melanchorophus Cygnus, daughter of House Cygnus.
Yes, all right, spare us the pleasantries. We want the facts, girl.
Oh, well, concerning the magic that seemed to save Count Luis's life, we've seen similar incidents in different places. It would seem this magic's purpose is to ensure that the coronation cannot be decided by force, only by the trust of the people. If those who have earned a measure of the people's trust are being shielded, it must be by the king's magic. At least, that is my belief.
So what? You're telling me that blasted Luis is invincible now? Damnation!
How distressing. Yet one wonders, is our risen king observing each individual conflict between his aspirants?
I cannot say how it's triggered. Only the king would know the exact conditions, and we obviously cannot simply ask. Though, I can say there is one certain means of bypassing it.
Oh?
A duel could overcome this sorcery.
So they can be killed, but not murdered. Certainly a petty distinction I could only expect from such a blind romanticist.
And, that is everything I know. At the moment, that is.
At this point, Luis's public support rivals our own. Disappointing, really, that so many would desire his vision of shepherd and livestock.
Beasts, the lot of them. A dog is happiest on its leash.
They seek a king with strength, do they? Then let us give them a display of our own power, with grace, nobility, and civility.
Assassins dying in the streets. The people locked in an inescapable power struggle. What was His Majesty thinking?
Sadly, that's what happens.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
First up,
We've got a few days left before Forden makes his proclamation. But remember, one way or another, this ends with us facing off against Luis. We can't waste any time. Indeed. Perhaps we should clear the monsters, running rampant in the desert? It would seem bounties, so available at the recruitment center again as well.
Oh, yeah?
Recruitment center? Would it be a problem if someone there spots a few new recruits who are supposed to be, you know, dead? After a debacle of that scale, I doubt anyone on there would be particularly concerned or idle enough to even notice. Should anyone press you on the topic, merely mention my name. Okay.
That damn Luis!
Oh.
Hello. You have business there?
Grand, innit?
Now what am I to do? Please, if there's anything you can do. Thank you much.
Okay, I just need to do this before the 19th. Ugh, we only have 4 days. Oh, you're in here. Okay.
Ah, it's you. Hail. The truth is,
Lately, I have felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hoped I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, unless it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens for me?
I see.
Okay. Mine does tend to clear when you're fully absorbed in something. For myself, I've always preferred sword to the page. Yeah, join me in a round of swordplay training. Your technique is self-taught, I presume? This seems a fine opportunity. You need to start you on some formal training. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords. Blue weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no? 'Tis for training only. You never know it from the grip and swing. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade, and I'd become a royal guardsman myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were callous and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost. Yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. Sounds like we're the opponents. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
Surely you jest.
God above. Falkenberg, is that you? Hello. So it is you. You've returned.
Rotanth?
What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. And this is the self-same man. Hmm? And who's this pup? A friend of ours.
Nice to meet you.
You associate with this boy. Disgraceful.
Hmm?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge in the company of this elder brat. You, once a proud member of the knighthood. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. That suits a fallen knight.
You!
What? Oh, calm yourself, Falkenberger. Commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
Well, you wandered as a vagrant. I owned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you? Clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission. One that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Of course. You couldn't save the prince any dignity you had as a royal guard. Was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare Choose your words with care. No need. I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
My apologies. Sorry I had to see that. You okay?
Listen.
You okay, Hulkenberg? It's kind to ask. I do understand his anger. It was by my choice our promised paths diverged after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. Of course.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Pardon me?
Begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very well.
Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. It will take an unsparing regiment indeed to purge this distraction.
Oh.
Grand, isn't it?
Now what am I to do? What in the blazes?
Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
That went up quite a bit.